Hey Ryan, how do you feel about that new Sonic poster?
It's trash.
It's a fucking nightmare.
Also, you know what? I'm not the target audience. I don't think I ever was, honestly. Maybe in the 90s, but
Are you saying that you're way past cool?
I mean, we all are.
Always.
We're heading back to the Pride Lands. Are you leveled for this? This is 43.
Yep.
So where we're at?
Yep, totally ready for this.
Probably
hey everyone,
a
welcome
little
back to Pajanime 2. I'm Kyle Snow.
I think we're only at 40, aren't we?
No.
Don't give me any of that higher stuff.
We'll check out when we get to here, but I'm pretty sure I'm where I'm supposed to be.
There's nowhere you're supposed to be. That's the unfortunate thing. You can go to lots of places. We were supposed to do the Under the Sea stuff, which is I think what we had to do next, but you didn't want to finish that because you hate Under the Sea. And you bopped out. It's been a recording day, actually. I should probably do a recap, but I'll wait till they're done talking.
Yeah.
Ooh, say it again. Simba.
Hey, Whoopi Goldberg.
One more time.
Let's chill the fuck out.
Simba. Yeah, our boy. Oh man, Goofy looked really high right there.
Oh yeah. He is.
Goofy's the chillest tortoise of all time.
Simba is one wishy-washy king.
Yeah, I bet about now even some of those high and mighty lionesses were wishing they'd gotten themselves a different king.
Gorge, what do you think could have happened?
Gorge, I don't know, Goofy. Sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me.
I don't know. Maybe he's been worm-tongued or whatever from Lord of the Rings. Just got some guy there just sucked all the life out of him.
Oh, hey, Scar. Didn't we kill you? I'm pretty sure you're dead.
Yeah, that's not Scar. That's organization members playing tricks. It's gotta be.
Or Ghost Scar.
I mean, they look at the powers they teleported in with. Or that was like, you know, the magic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
behind
saying that they didn't summon Scar. I'm not saying they're not involved, but maybe they summoned Ghost Scar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. The connectivity between the magic there, for sure. What's Simba up to? Why is he being so shitty? Why is he not a good king? Also, recap. We've been traveling around the worlds. That's pretty much the recap.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You beat a couple of organization people. We beat Larxene way back when. And then you also beat that guy who we can't remember who had the books.
Yeah.
Right? And then we beat a bunch of worlds. We beat, finished off Hades Coliseum. Or the underworld, I guess you could say. Had some fun with Oron, did some cool stuff there, and Jimmy Woods stole the show. And then we headed on to Nightmare Before, or sorry, the Nightmare Before Christmas,
and you're right.
Spent a lot of creepy time with old creepy Santa that we all want to forget. Like I'd take Billy Bob Thornton Santa over that Santa. You know what I mean? That's saying something. Yeah, that's saying something.
I'm on my fucking break.
I'm on my lunch break, okay?
No, he said I'm on my fucking break because he was literally having sex with somebody. And so
I thought that scene was where he was eating salad. I remember him spitting out salad and yelling at a lady, "I'm on my fucking lunch break."
That might have also happened, but the big scene was him literally having sex with a woman.
I mean, he has like sex with like 100 people. You know what I mean? He has sex all the time in that movie.
I'm pretty sure he's just playing himself.
You being the standout by saying he had sex in that movie does not.
No, because he also said, "I'm on my fucking break," which could be like his
but
break
he's
for
cursing
fucking
all the time, so it's
It's
not. The only fucking scene I remember in that movie that stood out. And hi kids, how's it going?
Yeah. We have so many kids.
The chick from Gilmore Girls having sex with him in a car, and she loved him like because she wanted to do it because he was a Santa, and she just screamed the whole time, "Fuck me, Santa! Fuck me, Santa!" And I was like, well, that's pretty. You don't hear that every day. You know
who's never heard that? The Santa from Nightmare Before Christmas.
No, well, listen, you're right. I don't want to get into it. He's creepy. He doesn't listen. We're not even going to talk about him. But yeah, that movie was weird because Billy Bob Thornton just is a criminal who just hooks up with everyone. Somehow he's got like this disgusting charm, I guess. That's what they try to present, which just works over all the sleazy ladies is the idea. I don't think they try to present the girls that are into him as like, you know,
upstanding.
Yeah, they want the sleazy guy who looks pathetic.
You don't look so good.
Hey Simba.
He's got money too,
why
I
don't
guess,
you
because he's a
team up and do
criminal.
Something about that scar ghost. Seems like everybody's worried about it. So now's your big chance to show
Meh,
what you're
I'm a
really
bummer
made
now.
That
Leave me
doesn't
alone. I'm
concern
moody.
you.
It's my emo teen years. Oh wow.
All right, thanks, Dick.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, Billy Bob Thornton. I'll wait till the sim's done. Actually,
I just wish I knew what my
thought he
father
was
would
done.
do.
Why don't you ask him in the...
Here, Simba.
oh, get
Sorry.
over this. What would M do? Shit.
And that means the important thing is
WWMD. What would Mufasa do? Like fuck. Yeah, exactly.
So you're saying
Yeah, you think if Mickey didn't give us the Three Musketeers, the ruling kingdom, we wouldn't do a bunch of shit without Mickey's approval? That'd be the whole point. Step one,
Yeah.
send everyone dossiers that explains the entire situation. That's the priority.
Nathan Lane, who's not Billy Crystal, because I always mix those two up. You got some good points.
Hey, you can do it.
Hello, Seth Rogen.
Yeah, Hakuna Matata.
for today and find my own
That's in the live-action one, obviously.
not my father.
Simba just looks wisely at the camera. YOLO. Okay, I understand.
Promise me you'll help Simba any way
Let's
you
stand.
can.
So, they're about to take their picture taken.
Yeah. Like one of those like old farm ones where like where,
Yeah.
like, nobody's smiling and someone's holding a pitchfork.
Baby.
Yeah, and you have to all be standing, so...
Yeah. Well, I don't think those were pictures. I think those were paintings. And that's why they were standing like that, because you can stand like that for 7 hours.
Let's go see Rafiki first. I'm sure he'll be able to tell us something about that ghost.
You'd seen
Sure,
the past.
he's a crazy old baboon.
Sora learned the running tackle ability.
If only we could keep that for other things. I'd love to running tackle Heartless around in, I don't know, a Jack Skellington costume or whatever.
How do I run?
All right, I forgot. Oh yeah, we were gonna check your level. Let's do that for a hot second.
41.
42 for them. Okay. If we run into hot trouble, I guess we can peek out.
Well, I don't think there's anywhere lower level for us to go to be honest. So
Well, aerial. There's no level
There's-
required.
That doesn't count then.
It's yeah, but we get experience, so you have to.
No, we
if
don't.
you die, you're just gonna endlessly bash your head. We have to go there at some point,
Yeah,
Kyle.
but I don't get any experience from that. So what the fuck? That's useless.
Well, there's probably gonna we wrap that up. I'm sure we're gonna do an Ursula thing at some point. Remember, she was like it was like queuing up a boss fight. Yeah, what's her name got kidnapped or sent to the
Shadow Realm.
human. She's got legs now.
And she knows how to use them.
Oh man.
You know what she doesn't know how to do?
Stacey
Fucking talk.
Stacey Keebler's entrance music. There, you going hard. Well, you don't know that though.
Was that her entrance music? Because she had.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does have
Because
very
she had
long legs.
Yeah, that was they were really on the money there.
They knew what was
old
up.
wrestling's entrance music for everyone.
Could
was
she
pretty...
wrestle at all?
She was okay. She was
Okay.
not a traditionally more of a wrestler. She was more of like the beauty pageant type
Yeah.
model type, if you will.
But could
Like
she
she would
throw down
later
if she
go on
needed
to
to?
date George Clooney, for example,
Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing that happened.
which is the thing models do. But she wasn't awful. She was athletic. She was a cheerleader too, I believe, at one point beforehand.
I think so,
I
yeah.
got that correct. Yeah. Stacey Keebler, who we're talking about, everyone. Former
Yeah.
WWE women's wrestler. She was a women's champion at some point, I'm pretty sure.
Do you want to know
But I mean,
what the
so
first
was a lot
time
of
I
them.
was ever introduced to her as a figure? Not personally, obviously, but the first thing I ever saw her in?
Oh, man. I wouldn't even...
That one episode of How I Met Your Mother where Barney is trying
Oh,
to make up with her,
yeah.
but she hates people with suits.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And all the people, like, are, oh, we gotta hook up with that one, yeah.
She was the hot bartender, yeah. But for her, like, she was flirting
And then
with
there was,
everybody
wasn't it all involved in a musical at the end?
that was at the end, yeah. 'Cause he had to choose between her
Everybody
and
suits a suit or whatever, yeah.
Nothing
yeah,
suits
yeah.
you like a suit, yeah.
There you go. Have you seen Bad Santa, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Ironic, again, didn't see that for, like, when it came out. This was something where we were trying to figure out what Christmas movie we were going to watch, and, I think this was the first year that my dad and his now fiance were, like, together, and, like, we were doing things as a family, and she's like, we need to watch this movie, and we were like, alright, sure. And then we were like,
That movie's
yeah,
okay.
you're gonna fit in fine with this family.
It's a shame. It's good supporting work by two actors who have now since passed, and Bernie Mac and what's his name from Three's Company there?
John Ritter.
Yeah. Bernie Mac and him basically run the mall that they work at. Bernie Mac's the security guard, or the head of security, if you will.
Yes.
He always peels oranges all creepily. It's good. It's a good performance. And Ritter's like he's the boss, essentially. He's the pseudo-incompetent mall manager.
Pseudo might be a little bit polite.
He's the one responsible for hiring old bad Santa and his little midget friend, who is also a very good actor and has been in some other stuff as well. Is it Vern Troyer? No. He's dark-skinned.
Oh yeah, that guy. I can't remember his name.
I've seen him in other things. It's a good movie. It's a silly movie. It's
very silly.
What's his name? Yeah, what's his name? Like he's a criminal. He just moved. Billy Bob Thornton's bad Santa. He's a criminal. He's a mall Santa, and they
He was a safe or a jewelry store or something.
Well, the whole bit is that him and his elf, they use this as cover to rob the malls that they work at. That's the idea. Right. At the end of season, and then when they're there, if they can get away with crime, they can. But the elf henchman. He's kind of the brains of the operation, and he's obviously more keen on them not doing anything other than stealing at the mall, right? So that they don't draw any heat.
Yeah,
because
that
would be a dumb thing, right? Yeah, you do the big payday at the end, and then you're good for 6 months. But Bill Bob Thornton's basically losing it throughout the movie. Like he's basically just given up on life, right? Which, like when I say like they make him look pathetic, I mean like they make him look as pathetic gets.
Yeah.
Like there's so many scenes where it's just like the kid there's a kid, by the way, for people to know. He lives with a kid. No connotation. He just meets a kid on the street who's got a very comatose old aunt who doesn't really pay attention, so he just decides to move in with that kid. Because the kid's his friend. I don't know. It doesn't make any... They become friends. Actually, they become more like family by the end of it. They made a sequel, I think, where they are family.
I don't know.
He hooks up with the chick from Gilmore Girls, and seriously, because for whatever reason,
Which one
she
was
decides.
I'm curious.
The mother, who was also in the movie with Steve Carell. Yeah, I think so. The one who was also in, not Bruce the other Almighty, the one with Steve
Carell.
Yeah, she was the wife in that as well.
She's the one who played the mom, but was ironically the youngest actual member of the cast, right?
Is that what it was?
I'm asking. Like, I'm not
Gilmore Girls? I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with Gilmore Girls.
So I don't know.
I'm only familiar with her as an actress.
But the woman who played, because the Gilmore Girls was 3 women who were supposed to be about the same age, and then also one of their moms. And the one who played the mom was actually the youngest one in real life.
See, I thought it was about a mother and a daughter.
Well, there's 4 of them.
I see 2 on the listed thing here.
For Gilmore Girls?
Alexis Bledel plays Rory Gilmore, and Lauren Graham plays Laura League.
You're thinking of Golden Girls.
Who are like in their 80s.
I was talking about the Golden Girls, damn it!
Yeah, Bad Santa, that's what I'm saying. Bad Santa doesn't hook up with some old chick, he hooks up with with
fucking...
That's the thing, that's why it's weird. And rated R.
Well,
I was like, what? Did you think they were just bringing old B. Arthur out for this? What?
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking.
Man, that would have been some crazy... With the Fuck Me Santa? Oh, man, that would have been... Everyone would have talked about that scene then, if that happened. Come on, you know it would have.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Now it's just like, otherwise, just like, well, this is typical of a show that was airing at that time when that movie came out that had a lot of that sultry rated R, showcase. I call it showcase, you know what I mean? Like Red Shoe Diary levels of exotic, was Weeds. If you haven't seen that show, that's got.
I've seen, I think, a couple. My sister was into it. I watched like 2 or 3 episodes with her.
Yeah, that show is not afraid to be definitely one of those. The characters have Julie Cooper-esque parts about them. You know what I mean? Like, they're older and very, 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 very sexually active.
The people who they're not age appropriate with, although in Julie's case that was younger and older.
Not all the time. That's kind of the case with both those shows too.
Yeah,
Except with Bad Santa, she only hooks up.
That must have been so frustrating for anybody watching
Billy
who
Bob Thornton.
was like her Gilmore
They
Girls.
actually become a relationship. It's actually weird. It's like that's why it's kind of like it's charming in a way, right? Because it has like a Charlie Day levels of like it's at some point the pathetic levels start to, circle around to like a well, you know what? I'm not saying I would this is what most people would tolerate even, but like the movie you can understand what the movie's going for anyway.
Sure.
Whether it hits it or not, I think, is dependent on, the person.
Yeah.
I never saw the sequel. I think they made a sequel as Bad Santa 2.
I don't know.
By that point, my favorite Billy Bob Thornton role had become Fargo, so...
Yeah.
Which he was only in the first season of, so... But I know you haven't seen that, Kyle.
No, but I know
Anyway, we're grinding out here in Pride Rock.
We're not really grinding. I don't know if I have to have them down at the same time, because that'll be really frustrating.
I'd imagine that's the case.
No, because
if the battle hasn't... Oh, the level's so spread out that would be pretty dumb.
Yeah, and they run fast enough that I'm not getting
then
big beats in. Like, it's just a little bit here and there, and then they, like, take off too far for me to get to. Like...
Wait, do you have to kill all of them then?
I guess so. But
And they get up after a delay?
I hope not. I haven't gotten any of them down yet. They have, like, 2 full health bars each, and I'm only getting, like, a third of a health bar anytime I get close to anybody.
I don't know how much Billy Bob Thornton we can talk here, Kingdom Hearts. Come on.
We can talk about something else.
No, I'm just trolling the game for me. Yeah. You know what? It's just a bit.
Yeah, 133 episodes.
Just a bit.
The only thing that we've talked about is Billy Bob Thornton. I guess.
Yeah, welcome to the Billy Bob Thornton Kingdom Hearts cast. So if Billy Bob Thornton could play any Kingdom Hearts character, who would you have him play?
Oh! That's a pretty diverse...
Ansem.
I mean, like, that's the easy answer. Fuck that.
Yeah, the old guy. Merlin. Billy Bob Thornton.
No,
as
he'd be fucking.
Riku.
He'd have to be like Xehanort, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he'd be something. Well, what's that? That is Ansem.
But
Shit out of here. Oh, shut up, you.
Which answer are we talking about?
Okay, fine. If you go listen, if Christopher Lee is already Ansem the Wise, so you're not replacing that. So then Billy Bob Thornton should have been Xehanort, and then we need someone else to be the other one, which is Heartless Ansem, who was the villain in the main game.
You mean the first game?
The first game, yeah, the main. What is the main game at this point? What even is the game?
Okay, I
Kingdom
got one
Hearts.
of them.
Put it on the back of the box. Triple H is even confused. I don't know. Is it time to play? I don't understand. He knows it's all about the game, but he doesn't know how to play.
How to play it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna have to bow down to the king.
Much like Rechain of Memories, he doesn't know the rules. Someone does though, Someone.
Yeah. 3 people.
Ming-ya? They know it. The secret people in a smoke-filled room somewhere.
Yeah. Wait, why is there a check mark and an
Who
X?
slammed down so much foreign currency
What's the difference
that we
between
were
the check
just
mark and the
staring.
X? What the fuck?
I don't know. Listen. Circle gets the square. All right, moving on.
No, this is legitimately important. Don't fucking give me that Hollywood
Tom
squares
Berger
bullshit.
shit. Yeah.
Go fuck.
We'll just.
Fuck you, Tom Bergeron.
Sorry, you said we've been talking a lot of Ninja Turtles and other shit, so I'm showing the range here. Bergeron, Billy Bob. We're going old white guys now.
I was gonna say I don't think Tom Bergeron's that old.
How do you
but then I
feel about
remember,
Jack
yes, he is.
Nicholson? Yeah, just let's go old. Yeah.
This is a little tedious because they're not trying to fight me back. They're just trying to run.
Oh yeah, this is so tedious. So we opened with a conversation about that hot Sonic trailer. Sorry, I talked about the game, but man.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
You are in
running
a
and pushing
very-
X.
I mean, that animation on Simba's pretty cool, but this
Yeah.
boss lost all its tension, or the mini boss lost all its tension.
Dude, I'm refusing
moment
to call it
the
a boss.
gimmick get introduced.
They don't try to fight me back.
That's still a boss. Gimmick bosses are like encounters. That's the whole idea, right? Because it's essentially a boss because you can't move on until you beat it.
Yeah, but that's not. I mean, you could say that about any part of a game that's required.
Yeah, but it's,
right?
like,
I think a
just
boss
because-
implies a difficult challenge that has execution difficulty that you can fail. I think you have to be able to fail for it to be considered a boss.
You can fail this
No, how?
by never beating them.
That's not
By
no, it's-
sitting
that's-
here forever. Are you kidding me? If that's
not-
not a
fuck,
fail,
Ryan,
then what
let's-
is?
let's put the bit
Listen,
aside.
in
That's
terms
not-
of the life context, that's as big of a fail. Like you're no different than my friend at that point.
I can't
peeing
get a
in your
game
or
over
peeing
screen.
in Pepsi cans to play Gran Turismo 2 for a week straight without stopping. It's just like, dude, you need listen. Maybe stop playing games for a second.
Wait,
You
why
did
are
it. Good
three
job.
different-
Listen, you get a thing that they give you at the end of every boss. X, Y. What was it? That was like a C. I don't know what it was at the end.
What are we gonna do?
You caught them all, Kyle. It's like a mini game boss. That's what that is.
Not a boss.
Dude, tons of bosses often have gimmick encounters where they don't hurt you.
Oh wait. It's
Or
coming
states
back.
where they don't hurt you.
That's the one that only
But
hangs
there was
out
no
with
failure
the
condition.
Yeah, but there
Right,
doesn't have to be a
Bowser?
failure.
Yes, he does.
It's something that they present to you as like a bigger challenge that is outside the realms of traditional combat. But it can be inside the realms of traditional combat, but just like way more health. It just depends on the game. Some games present bosses differently than others. Like there's like the Dark Souls approach, right? Like they have different mechanics, but you're still using the same mechanics against them. Sometimes.
After all, you are the son of the great Mufasa.
Was there a timer during that encounter, by the way?
No.
Oh, I thought I saw a timer on the screen. Not
No,
going
that,
down, but
otherwise
going up.
that would have been a failure state and therefore a
No,
boss.
because I was assuming it was going up, which would still, to me, call that a failure state, because I could probably stop at some point, but yeah. Doesn't need a failure state to be a boss.
Yes, it does.
Simba's still unsure?
I don't know. The name of the episode disagrees with you, Ryan.
Do you think there's
Nice.
some way
The
we
name
can
of the
help?
episode could be... Does not... It's like Wikipedia, not
We
facts.
should start by talking to
Crowdsourced
Simba.
by Kyle.
Let's
I'm abusing my.
I
my
dispute
power.
your fucking source.
I cast whole powers of the editor to make it so that your bullshit is not canon and mine is, and I can do that because edits. Where's Simba? I don't know. He fucked off.
Yep, he ran off. Oh ho ho ho, he ran away. Probably the jungle where he can Akun and Matad, or he can floss and YOLO with all of his kid friends. Hey, they know. Good job. Well, who's he hanging out with if he's not with you guys? Oh shit, that's not good. Is he gonna have like a Luke in the cave moment? Dark Simba, it was revealed to him. It's him in the mask. He's actually Scar all along, and then he gets a scar along his eye. There was never a Scar, Kyle. That's the, yeah.
Yep.
Simba was the one who killed him. Imagine, that would be a crazy good twist to do. That would be a better twist to do. If there was, like, if it just Simba was, like, hallucinating Scar the whole time, and it was him who pushed his dad off. Or pulled his dad off out of a panic or something, you know?
Yeah.
Blacks it out. I guess that doesn't explain why everyone else presumes there's a Simba. Or, sorry, Scar, sorry.
Yeah.
But, you know. Hey, if Fight Club could make it work, man, like...
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say Disney didn't think of that.
Uh-huh. Murder. Like, I like this area in terms of, like, the thematic connection, and I think it's nice that we can see the rock and stuff in the background. My only problem is that this giving us these areas to fight in is just boring. There's just nothing going on in the scenery, you know?
Yeah,
It's a very
well-
iconic location, but, like, that's cool when you're walking up the horizon to the rock. Throwing enemies in here, just like, come on, guys. Can we fight them somewhere where there's at least anything that's not gray? One non-gray item. At least one. No? Okay.
Donald's.
Like, we're in, like, seriously, like 2006 in video gaming called. It's like, sup, guys? Have you played every modern first-person shooter of all time? Like, it's great. There's so much corridors. Well, to be fair, there's no corridors here. It's wide open, it's gray. That enemy looks cool, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kyle. This gray is mind-numbing to me to fight in.
Well, that's fine.
It's mind-numbing
Wait,
grayness.
that was the
It's a
elephant
very
graveyard. I
Tatooine-like
meant to go
quality
to
in
the other
terms
one.
of its. Oh, now we got to go back to the gray. You don't want to go to the graveyard.
How many shades of gray do you think that there are?
I don't fucking know.
No?
Oh God, Kyle, you're
Really?
serious?
Took you that long?
No. I mean, oh God, you should not. Nobody. That's a layup that someone should just like. That's when a guy goes to give you the
Spike
pat.
it?
Like the,
yeah, you just spike it into
And
the crowd?
and you just walk away. You don't even jump. You just stare at it because he does like a bunch of moves before he puts it up. You're just like, fuck you. Now you don't make any play. Now you look like an idiot.
You just guilfoil it?
Yeah, you just guilfoil. Like you just. Normally you would spike it, but they do like a triple double flip and a spin. You know what I mean? They go all fucking anime, and it's like, no, you don't know.
Yeah, it's just like that's just like when people are not on the same page. Like, I remember this one time I was playing D&D, and I got in like like grappled by like this fucking tree, right, with like a noose, and it was like the tree went, and then there's one other dude, and then me, and the one other dude was like, he had really bad strength, so he was just gonna try to like he just grabbed me and was gonna like delay to help me do my thing with my roll, but I was playing a Dragonborn, so I just like used my breath weapon to light the rope on fire and then just burn it off instead of doing a strength roll. So the other guy's just standing there afterwards, and he's like just like holding me for no reason because he was trying to help me, like assuming I was gonna try to like strength out of it, right? And I was looking at him like, the fuck are you doing? Like, I appreciate the hug, but we're in the middle of a fight. And it was just like, oh, we were not on the same page, were we? But it was, it turned into a funny thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone's curious, I've been on a bit of a D&D kick lately because I started watching Critical Role, and that is a really good series. With some fantastic voice actors.
One Matthew Mercer, you might say.
Yeah! Well, he's the DM.
Ah.
He's really good, too.
Is he in this game?
You know what?
Probably.
Double check. He very well could be. If not, he's been in a couple games that we have been talking about lately. If not on stream, off stream, but not Persona 4 itself, but in every in everything that came afterwards when Troy Baker did not re-sign to do what was that character's name again? Kanji?
Oh, he didn't re-sign to do Kanji?
Like Troy Baker didn't. Like every time they made something afterwards, Matt Mercer took his spot. I'm assuming he just chose not to, right? But like when they did Persona
maybe they just
Q,
didn't offer it or didn't want to pay.
Or,
I mean, that could have been after Troy Baker blew up.
Yeah, well, definitely, because it was 2008 when original Persona 4 came out. But like the Persona 4 characters there in Persona Q.
I thought Persona 4 was out well before 2008, or a year or so before that.
In North America, though, the English version wouldn't have been, and that's what matters in this case, right? Because the game was being developed before that, but Troy Baker wasn't doing work when it was
out. Even in Japan, it was out in 2008. Just so weird because it was a PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was going through Mercer's voice thing, but he was that guy, and Ryan's been watching the playthrough of that series. He's my favorite character in Persona 5, Yusuke.
He voices Leon. Woo! We're gonna see him soon.
I don't think you would voice Leon in original.
You're all gonna see him soon too, because you're tagging along with us for that journey. But we're not. That's all I'll say. I said he voiced Leon. You should be able to get the hint, everyone. McCree in Overwatch. Yeah, this guy.
Yeah. It's high noon.
He's in a lot of anime, so.
Yeah, and then obviously he
like
does,
Persona 4, the animation. I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, he does the most voice acting in Critical Role because he's every character except for the party.
I wonder if that anime is just like the retelling of the game.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's an anime television series based on Atlus's PlayStation 2. The story revolves around
Charlie Tanaka and his friends.
Yu Narukakami. Who? Charlie? What are you talking about? Who's the town of Inaba?
Isn't that what they named him in?
Yeah.
Do you know what people refer to, like, because I don't think they had the same gimmick where they all had, like, nicknames in Persona Land.
How many episodes are this? 12. What? 12 plus 1 OVA. Oh, anime. What is it? There's 13 episodes! What does OVA mean?
That's like an animation style. Like, the Mega Man X things had, like, OVAs and stuff. That's not that uncommon for, it's like games when they have animations.
But this isn't for a game, this is for an anime.
I don't know.
OVA. Oh, it's an alternate ending.
Oh yeah, that.
It seems even your daddy's abandoned you. How sad.
That's some bullshit. Yeah.
Your daddy. I'm looking to see what he's been in terms of non-anime, in terms of games.
Name's McCoy.
Because we wanted to see if he was in this. Oh
I
yeah, of course. I've heard him in things too. I know that for sure. Because I used to watch a bunch of those, both Marvel and DC, like animated either series or movies, and it seems like he's been in some of that stuff.
Yeah, it's also somebody who has done a fair amount of additional voices because he has a lot of range. I have seen him, and like they have videos. I've seen him go from like playing a gigantic snarling Toadman beast, having a conversation with himself as a 9-year-old girl, and like believable with both. And it's like, oh, you're just fucking rad at this shit.
Yeah, that's a good get for them to get in. He's in Battlefront 2. He voices Luke.
He's Luke, yeah. I know you don't like how that character plays, but I'm sure he's probably voiced fine.
He plays fine. It's just I'm not my style. He voices Deadshot in Injustice 2.
Yeah, someone else voiced a character in Injustice 2.
Okay, yeah, he's in
Critical Role.
Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue.
Okay, you probably can't tell me which character that is then, but we will get there.
I don't even know this character.
Cool.
Because it says it's from Kingdom Hearts X back cover movie.
Oh, of course. Okay, well, we'll get there eventually.
I'm curious if he's in
Like
anything
March.
else, so I'm going to go down to see if...
But Simba...
Oh, he was Robin in Batman Arkham Knight? Nice.
You can't be Mufasa. You can only be you. Everybody believes in you.
You can only be you.
They just wanna
Guardian Human Male in Destiny.
If
Yep.
anyone's saying they liked your father better, it's because you haven't done much yet.
Anarchy in Batman Arkham Origins.
He also did
Hoping and do
a voice in Mighty Number 9. I
And
don't
even
know
though
what-
Kanji was done by Troy Baker in the original Shin Megami Tensei, Matthew Mercer was also in it in the original Persona 4. Oh no, never mind. Shin Megami Tensei IV?
Come on, Goofy.
IV is in
Oh,
like, the Roman numerals for?
Yeah, is that...
The hesitant king
What?
will
Is this
wonder
not Persona
if he lost all
4?
his
I
friends.
thought that's 4, right? Yeah.
But the Persona games use the numbers instead of the Roman numerals.
I know, this one used Roman numerals. Post-apocalyptic. What? That's not Persona.
Nothing king.
Some other game entirely that
Oh
just
yeah,
uses
they
the
have
title.
like a side series in those games.
Fucking... Sorry, it's okay though. We're talking anime for reals now.
Yeah, like come on.
Oh my god. Why can't they just number them? And you know? And then if you're doing a
Is this
side
any
thing,
more
make it...
convoluted than Metal Gear? Like, let's be
And
honest.
listen, not that all of them have been hits, but at least the branding of the Star Wars stuff has been like easy to follow. If it's a story, it's a side story. If it's numbered, it's a main canon, right? Done. Or main chronology or whatever. Well, all of it's main canon, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like main, it's part of the family lineage shit or whatever that they're doing.
Timon, Rafiki, Nala.
Anime always puts like 18 numbers on shit, and fucking 6 other words, dashes.
Lurking behind his back, trying to cut him down. I've got to make the most of my blessings and rebuild this kingdom.
Are you gonna say it or do it?
Wait and see.
He was in World of Warcraft too, by the way. As well.
Oh yeah, a lot of those guys.
Fei
did
Long
World
in
of
Street
Warcraft
Fighter
stuff.
4.
Yep.
Star Ocean. Yeah, there's a chance. Star Ocean was a series I might eventually want to look at. It's one of those anime series that I've always wanted to get into.
Yeah.
Shane has played some of them and said good things. There's a lot of series that Shane has played that are like JRPGs that I've like outside seen that I'm like, man, I want to check this out. Eternal Sonata is one.
Yeah.
Try. You're coming too.
Yeah. Keep ready for that in Pajanime 19 in 2026.
Yep. Don't worry, hitting you hot with all the long, grindy games. I mean, we're not playing long, grindy games. How else would we spend time Googling Matthew Mercer and talk about Billy Bob Thornton?
Yeah.
What do you come here for? All that hot content.
Yeah. Hey man, controversial opinion. That dude, good voice actor.
Where's Simba?
Yeah. Billy Bob Thornton, good actor. None of
Yeah.
the... You know what? We're not being controversial. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Pretty
there
sure,
was a,
yeah.
there was a bit in the episode I watched last night of Critical Role where he had to have a lot of conversations with himself. He was playing a, it wasn't a Minotaur, but he was like kind of, what's that race called? It starts with like an F and it made me think of it. Do you know the name of the race? It's Minotaur-esque, but it starts with an F.
An F?
Yeah.
Like, I know Centaur.
Furbolg? Is that what I'm thinking of?
No,
Farbolg?
no.
Something. I don't know. Something like that. And it was a enchanter.
There's like a
who
Goliath.
was running a. It was
That's
an
a race
enchanter
in
who was
D&D.
running
It's
a
D&D
shop.
5?
Yeah.
Right?
But he cloned himself.
haven't played
No,
D&D 5
not a player
much, so.
character. Like this was an NPC, so he could be whatever race he wanted.
With me?
He also built the campaign himself, so he could do whatever he wanted. But it was an enchanter who had cloned himself in order to run his shop. So he did like this big like lumbering voice, but every time that they would like ask him for something, he'd like turn to himself to be like, "Hey, can you get that? I got it." And like it was the most
Furbolg?
Furbolg, yes.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Nope.
Anyway, it was really funny because he just kept on like talking to himself and like cutting himself off to finish his own sentences. And they like left his shop, and then it was like, all right, what do you guys want to do now that you're at the tavern? And one of the guys, Sam Riegel, was like, I mean, Not wants to do this, which is his character. He's like, I want to go back and talk to that guy some more, but it doesn't really make any narrative sense because it was really good. Like he just kept on talking to himself and have to like turn and look. Anyway, this is probably a pretty good place to call this episode. Next time we'll Google some more shit And talk about more actors, probably, because fucking Pride Rock.
We're in the grindy part of Kingdom Hearts, so there were some cutscenes, but come on, Simba's going through his teenage phase now. He's growing up. He learned to be a little more pride. Now he's the king. We're dealing with problems. It's going to lead to a boss fight. It's going to lead to organization somehow showing up and us starting to pay attention again, right?
Yeah.
We're at that point in Kingdom Hearts 2 where I want the organization. I'm ready for Kingdom Hearts 2 to enter the third act, if you will.
Me too. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
But, you know, it's anime, so how many acts does it actually have? Like 17?
See you guys next time!